Good morning, everybody. I felt it was appropriate to have the rain in the background falling on the water. Today is a very, very watery day, I have a feeling. I just did my my client Reiki. I do that 15 minutes before. Sometimes it happens, other times, but today it was 15 minutes before, and it's so interesting. I have a few things to talk about, but it was really interesting. I have my clients' names written down on a piece of paper. And so I do like a group thing. And then at the end, I just go through and I see like who might need a little bit more assistance. And it's not like we don't all need a little bit more assistance. I understand that, but there were 4 people. So there's Anonymous with a Dog, Sue Q, Carol, and Donna. Now I have those people, they gave me permission, either to do anonymous or their names. So I'm assuming that that's okay. So for these 4 people, I just paused on them right at the end, and I got the feeling of there's this analogy or this metaphor. I don't even know what the difference is between those 2 things, but when you cut your grass too short for the season, and you don't realize you cut the grass too short for the season until you've already cut the grass. And then you're looking at it and you're like, oh, the seasons are already changing. And you feel like possibly feeling a little burnt out on something. So you guys let me know. Anonymous with a Dog, Sue Q, Carol, and Donna. Let me know if this means anything to you, if you feel like you might be a little like your grass is cut too short for the season. And holding all of you, clients and the people who show up for themselves during these journeys and the mini readings, that is really something to take time out of your day to do. So thank you. Also, yeah, I think the water came through for a very specific reason today. What I do want to say is also tapping into Reiki and the clients. I was reminded about last night. I'm not sure if you guys caught the 4th discussion of light language that was hosted by Tarot Stash Gerald. If there is anybody here who is not subscribed to him, I highly recommend it. He was awesome before, but now he's got some new things coming through, and I feel like there's this really beautiful balance going on. But it was Starseed Awakening 1111, Tarot Stash, and myself. We were talking about the 4th discussion of light language. And before we went on, I was like, okay, so this is going to be about a bridge. Lately, that's been coming in, the bridge. And also the kissing of these timelines. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. But if you want to go back to some of the alignment series that I did, it'll explain some of the timelines kissing being edited and whatnot. So there's this beautiful blending happening between these 2 timelines. There's we're coming together, it's being blended. And last night we did this bridge at the end of Gerald's live stream. My language came through different, and it felt like it was this bridge. Sometimes we close our hearts off, or this area off, and that's for protection. And protection it's not good or bad. It just is this protection. And sometimes that's how we get through our moments and our lives and whatnot. But they were saying that there is a little bit of like this opening, this crack. And it's so interesting because when my language came through, I felt like everybody had a hand on their upper back from somebody helping them. And my language came through very spotty in the beginning. It sounded a lot more Asian. It was different. It was spotty. And then all of a sudden it flowed more, meaning maybe some of this opened a little bit more. And so as I was doing Reiki this morning, I got that. Even last night, guys, I swear to God, I went to bed and I felt like, like it was like a nut, a nut that's been cracked. It was open, but I also felt like the hand on my back, and it's almost this beautiful balance of feeling like open, but also that feeling of like, I don't know, I want to say the word weakness. Like I do need that hand on my back to kind of catch me, like in a trusting, faithful way. And that was so last night I was going to bed, and then I had a bad dream, and I'd wake up and then I'd go back into the bad dream. So I don't know what that's all about. I'll have to check in with my dream people. So that's what happened. I highly recommend, if you didn't see the collaboration last night, go check it out. It was a beautiful conversation with great questions, and the ending is the bridge. Still feeling it as I do Reiki for you guys. So I think what we're going to do is some more of that. I do have a request. When I do readings, whether it's mini readings here or it's my client readings, I forget who is who, and I don't keep notes because it's like your journey, not mine. So there is somebody that I'm looking for that was my client, and I can't remember who it is, but you're the one that's got the finger for the third eye. That's what I'll say. I can't remember your name. And instead of asking all my clients when they they come on for a session, are you the one that did that? It's like, no. So whoever you are, let me know. That was your light language, and I can't remember who you are. And I'm so sorry, but that's just how this works. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Yes. Sal, you let me know if there's a different feeling when you rewatch The Bridge. I mean, whew. Yeah. No, Sal, yours, I know your thing. I can't remember who it was. Anyways, that's neither here nor there for right now. Journey, journey, journey. Panu papaku kanama mama shima papayama papa utapa. Oh, this is beautiful. So they're going to be like this giving and receiving going on right now. The giving and receiving. Papa, mama, pakyo. And I do feel like it's between this giving and receiving between all of us, but there's also this giving and receiving. Papa, let's just see where it goes. Papa ma she wa nui tama. Yapa kutita anosh te tano titano pa. Just relaxing. Poishtata kumama shewa nui pa. Ye tito ki papa mshta tito kima eopa ye tita nui. A papa ni tudu tushtitana ya mama tita nushtitanui papa kiapa. Anu tita mpako eshema ya papa ma ye wanui. Ashtitanui. Aye pa tuita mapa papa kiamama eshemawa. Papa ma eshe papa kiana shtitai yawa kya yewa. Pausing here for a little bit of energy work, just checking in with you physically. What could we do right now in this moment to relax a little bit more? Good. And what could we do to relax even deeper? Pa papa no tapa kupama ma eshewa yeno papo no nanashtitai. They're talking about the healing water. Kyapama eshtitano kyawa yewa. So if we did have this this opening, like a crevasse, yapa eshtitano titono shtita, this opening, kuna tuma bakyapama eshewa, that was more like titono shtita la patito no eshewa, like the crack, kitino totono shtitai, mayama kuepa eshema, ye titanui. And they're saying there's a certain, the timing is certain when the when the sun is in position or the moon is in position, and it makes the water glow, either with the warmth or with the coolness, but it's very reflective either way. And they're saying some people even like it when it's just the darkness. No sun, no moon shining on the water. And so I'm just seeing us hold on. Okay, that goes to the throat area a little bit. Like a lymph node type thing. They're saying, imagine yourself laying in your bed and you're looking up and there's this titonoshtita water. Above you like a mirror. And it's whatever light, it's either the certain time with the sun, certain time with the moon, or in the darkness. And we're closing our eyes and just sensing that this water is above us. And then they say, how interesting would it be if we changed our perspective and the water was below us and we were above it, still laying down, and just feeling that someone has us. We don't fall, but we can still be suspended over this water. And they're saying that some people do understand this concept in dream time. And they're just talking about faith, like when we do close our eyes. And it is a bit of a surrendering and having faith. Whew, goes that heart space again. And they say, as we're suspended over the water, there's also this faith. That some things are interesting when you flip-flop them, whether you're laying down in your bed or if you're suspended. Over this water. And either way, they say we are talking about having this hand on our back, the middle of our upper back, and this opening in our heart space for the bridging. And they're saying sometimes there's like this heavy breath, when the air's like a little too dense. And they say we're doing this this trusting in this faith, but they say there's another component to this. There's this the growing on the sides of us. And I'm seeing it as as vines. You can see it however it's right for you, but I see them almost for those videos that are photographs that are sped up over time, and you see like the sprouting and then growing, and these vines are coming in and doing what like roots and vines do best, and they are in our heart space seeking seeking those like certain times that we were talking about, either the sun, the moon, or the darkness. And then we get to just experience and seeing if there's this like this gentle pulling, this gentle tugging for like the remembering. And we don't open any more than we want to right now. It's just another element to this. And they're just posing that question, like whether it's an open heart fully for this bridging, or whether it's just this this crack, the small opening. Either is good. Ye titana, ye titana. Atitano kapa ma ashewa. Yopama kutanoshtita. So they're just saying, like, wherever you are, papanui tana ishtita, with the heart opening, papano papakuna ushewa. Isn't it nice to know that it's perfect for you right now? Because it seems as if we are always looking for that other, and Debbie and Chris were talking about this with when we come in to this world. You would think being born and coming into this world would be like saturated in love and possibilities. Chris had the good point of saying sometimes we're born into either the lack or the love. Pama paku tamama oshima. I might be getting that a little mixed up, but the concept was like who gets to decide what we lack and what we love. And it doesn't seem like there's any human out there who would know more than us for ourselves. Just going to ask my people, why does it feel heavy to breathe? Papa kutama tata no kupa. Yi titanu papa kuma paku ashewa. Manui mama mama kia papa mama ashema yewa. Yi titanui pama paku ama pakio pama pakio papa yewa. They say no matter what size of the opening in this heart space for this bridging, we do control they're showing it as if we're like this Tutono reservoir or this dam that has this like steering wheel kind of big thing for either opening or closing. And so they just want to see right now, because I do feel like pressure in my back, pressure in my chest, and it's hard to breathe. So if we just envision that we have the control over this to either open the flow, and this is just the flow, not the opening. Just see how it works for you. Does it get a little bit better when we adjust it? And I'm just going to adjust my posture a little bit too. Kiapama shewa. And in a way it does. It feels as if there's not enough oxygen, as if I can't take a breath deep enough. And that reminds me of the feeling of deeply grieving and how that does feel. And they were like, what if what if the fish that's out of water could breathe underwater and on land? Like an evolution. Some of us understand that concept here. And again, they're flip-flopping it. What if the people on the land or the things on the land could also breathe in the water. Papatnuatita ushtita yetita yetita. They're not saying to go do this. Papanushtita, it's just an exercise. Atito pa mama tutita mama shtita yepa yepa yepa. But what if this is like a bit of an evolution for you? Patuita mampakunashtitai ashtitano yepa. And what if we needed a little bit of extra to do the breathing? Anui anu panui ashtutanu tita tatana ukatana ishiwani wa. Ye titanui katana shtitana kiapama 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 ye panui tanatono shtitayiwanwa. And they're saying, with the concept of us laying down and having that water above us, this beautiful reflective, they're like, there's this beautiful thing about mist. And if we just imagine that there is some mist, this fog in between the water and us, yepa, 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 yepa. Would that be easier to take a deeper breath? Not so shallow. With this heaviness, I think they're talking about this in between. Because we are who we are. And if we had this place, this bridging to go, Papanutanoshita represented by the water above us or the water below us, however you see it. Patotanoshita pakyapama ishiwa. There's this place of breathing in between. Patma utita. Right now, titanoshtita maua kotanoshtita, we're thinking about the in between. Ashtatutita natana pakyapa, and how beautiful to think of ourselves between the two songs, the two harmonizing places. Yapama titutonoshtitano papakyapa. Ititanoshtita tokama ushtita. And if you're on a bridge, you are in between two places. Ma 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 yapa mba ushewa nuita papa ta papa. Ye tita, and we're just going to experience this mist, this fog of the in between. Paush titano kapayewa. Seeing if this beautiful toki tanupa, this beautiful energy standing between two things, finding their song, finding their harmonization, and we get to be right here on the bridge in between. Kuipa papaka. Kuipa papa maka oshema yapamaku anatanu papakia pama ushewa. Pama papa papa nui pama kupama oshewa. And they're saying, for that fish that was living in the water, or the animal thing that was in the water and, listened and went to the land, it's not like they could just automatically breathe on land and in the water. There was a little bit of a in between. So they're just inviting us to think about this in between and this bridge that we can stand on to just help us breathe. And be a witness to the harmonizing of this timeline, if that's how you see it, and that timeline, and this blending. And if we stand in the middle, what a beautiful thing to witness with the song that is forming, this harmonization that is forming. There's like this dance of balancing. This dance of like evolution. And how fun to just be able to witness it. Because we're always used to like putting on our work clothes when these things happen. Like, yes, I will go to the front lines. Or some people will be like, I'll be in the middle. That's where I am right now. And some people will be like, okay, I'll be on the side. And that's all good and fine. But they said there are no work clothes to put on right now. Just stand on the bridge. Just be a witness. You can sit on the bridge, crisscross applesauce if you want. and just be a witness and do the breathing. And what a nice pause during the day or during the night where you get to just like put your hands on your heart space and be like, it's okay. It's okay. There's no work to do right now. We just get to witness in this moment. And we just get to practice breathing. And there's also something about um, being our own our own like um, teacher or tutano kato healer, kiopama pako numa ushama papakioma, and having this conversation. Sometimes I like to think of us as 4 layers of like the physical, the mental, the spiritual, emotional. I don't know if I said that already, but just inviting some people into this conversation. Like, is your inner child here? Is your elder, you as an elder here, and just sitting in here, either like inviting conversation or just sitting on the bridge and just being a witness. How does that feel for everybody? Pogo pogo. I know, I want some applesauce too. Some of my favorite thing is like applesauce and mashed potato. Love it. Oh, Leah's at the vet with the kitty. Pamapakuima iapapapamakia pama eshemawa yewa. Fogo Pogo says I had chills running through my entire body during most of that. Hypnicity says I love benching. It's a great way to put that. There's a lot of you here this morning. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. I really love the idea of like right now not having to just run to the front lines or whatever it is. It's like just practicing being a witness with this blending. And there is like this heaviness. So I'm wondering if our people can help when something is being, hey, pay attention to me in our bodies. If we could just say, oh, okay, my ankle is hurting or my lungs are breathing shallow. Can I please have a conversation? Can I please have a conversation with you and just help me breathe a little bit easier or help my ankles have less pain? I know this is stuff that may or may not work, but how cool to just kind of pay attention to our physical body because it's all like running to the front lines, like getting to your job on time. Like Annie said, they woke up at 3, got up at 4. It's just like, but then the day still continues and knowing that you need to take a nap and honoring that. Sometimes that's not just possible with how our day goes. So just slowing down and just taking a moment to just kind of check in with our body and say, hey, I know that you're hurting. I feel you. I hear you. And I'm here to witness it. If we could ask our team to maybe lighten that up, I mean, go ahead and ask and just see. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Tears in the left eye only. Interesting, Sal. Oh my God, that mid back pain or upper back pain. It was so weird. It was like this achy opening, like a small contraction. Like, what's happening to me? I do feel like Fogo Pogo, that we do need to find that little bit of time. And I'm really looking forward to our conversation. Um, yeah. It's like you're feeling with Reiki. Don't overbook yourself, but we have to as humans. Yes, it's not always possible. And it's just like, we know this isn't possible. Like, why does it have to be this way? I'm like, when we were all born, we weren't like, oh, I wonder what kind of job I'm going to get. You know, when you're born, you're just like, you follow your instincts. Like, I need some food and I need some water and I need somebody to fricking pick me up and rock me. And I need it all right now. Oh, Sal had a dream they couldn't open their right eye. Interesting. Holding Leah and their kitty in the healing stream in between the bridge. Or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not the bridge. This is interesting what Paisley said. The collection of water makes my heart more buoyant in a different way than lighter normally feels. That's a cool way of looking at that. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. And you know what? This person goes on to like everybody's YouTube channel and says blessings or thank you. Blessings to you, Fatima. I see you. Always there. Yeah. Hypnicity holding space for us. Hi, Liz. Hi, everybody. Sal, yeah, Sal had a good point. I didn't open up any appointments in November, but I'm going to check in with my spirit team and see. I'm going to Utah. I don't know if I'm heading there. I don't remember if it starts. I think it starts on Thursday. There is a beautiful collaboration that I get to attend happening in Bryce Canyon. So I'm going to take I'm going to drive 9 hours to be there. And I wasn't really sure. You know, I know that I'm meeting some of my people for helping there, which is why I love these collaborations of lots of different people, because it always helps me open up to, receiving. And so I wasn't sure how I was going to feel after that, but I'm going to check in with my team and see, because right now I think I think I only have like one more day of client openings. So I will. Sal, I hear you. And last night I was thinking about it. I love Arizona. Arizona's where I normally go, Sal. Oh, that is really interesting. If you look and see what Fogo Pogo is talking about, there's so many interesting ways to look at things. where there's a male and female side. That's pretty cool. Okay. It starts on the 28th. Okay, so okay. Well, whenever it starts, Carol, I will be there super tired from driving 9 hours, but that's okay. Okay, so sending that extra love out to with my clients, Anon, Anonymous with the Dog, Sue Q, Carol, and Donna. At the beginning of this, I explain what spirit came through to say to you guys, and I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Tomorrow, I will be doing mini readings, Tuesday with Tuta, and there will be another collaboration. We're just going to keep that light language with Tarot Stash Karen from Starseed Awakening 1111. We're going to keep that conversation going because there's so much interest. And even for the three of us, it's not only fun, but it's also helping us grow. Like I said, Gerald has some new things. I have some new things like bubbling up because of this, the community and the collaboration. So that I'm going to keep doing that, but not next Sunday, the Sunday after. So have a great Monday. Find the time if you can to just check in with your body. And I will see you guys down the road. Bye.